Hello friends, this is Nima. Today we're going to make a very simple card. It's going to be a Valentine card. I'm going to use this die and I'm cutting this several times around the card, and I'm using these pieces that I have in here in the background. So I'm going to cut the hearts and I'm going to overlap some of them, and then I'm coming back so we can lay out the pieces of colors underneath and then put together this card. It's going to be very simple, very fast, and very cute. So this is the idea that I have. I'm going to use this heart to cut around multiple pieces. Like it says, some of them, they're going to overlap. And then we'll place the colors underneath. I'm trying to get at least 5 groups, 3 singles, and then 2 that they're overlapping. I do have another heart that is a little smaller, and I might combine those 2 so I can fit all of them. The other heart that I have, it's just slightly smaller, and it has kind of a slightly different shape in there. And to plan this very well, what I did is that I cut 2 of those in different colors. I actually cut more than 2, but I cut these 2 in 2 different colors so I can organize my card just to figure out the right position of my hearts. Let me show you. So I have cut in here 4 of each, and the red one is the rounded one, a little more chubby than the other one, and then this one is more pointy. And my plan is to organize the card in here. By the way, my card size is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'm going to position them in a very whimsical way. Let's put a round one in here. And then I want in here this one, and then this one will be on the top. That's the way that I want them. Maybe I will move this a little bit so I get a space in here for my sentiments. So this is the way that I want my little hearts, the cutouts. So this is gonna take a little bit of time. And what I'm doing is that I'm gonna just put some tape on this ones. Let's use this. This is the tape that I use for my watercolors. I can use also washi tape. I just want to keep them in place in here. I do like this one. I like this one. I like that one. Not too happy with those 2 because they're kind of facing the same way. I think I'm probably okay with this one in here. Yeah. And I'm just adding a little bit of tape in there. And what I'm doing is I'm just gonna cut directly on top. So I'm gonna pass this through my machine and I'll come back once I have all of them cut in here. So I just want to show you in here the last two cuts that I did. So I went cutting around the card, and then these are my last two in here. Okay. I still have to remove this little pieces of tape in here. It's just such a small piece in here. Okay. Right, so, and then I have one more piece in here. So now, my plan, and this is the idea that I have, and I'll be building this. This is gonna be my main background. And then on top of this background, I will be adding the part of the heart. So the only two that will show with the background will be one of each of the pairs. And I have a heart that is a little larger than the others, and I'm cutting a heart so I can place it on there, on these colors. So it will show, for example, this one in here. Yeah. And this one on the other side. And then these two, one will be in one of the patterns, and then the other one will stay in red, and so in here, right? So that's what I need to do. First, I need to cut this one. I'm gonna trim just a little bit, just a little bit. I try to keep this one kind of the same size, but I'm gonna trim just a little bit so I can get a small border around in here. And I'm gonna cut the hearts a little larger. One way to do that, this might be a little too large. Yeah, might work for some of this. Yeah, okay. But then I can trim it a little smaller for this one so it doesn't overlap. And the other option is, if this is the heart, I can trim with my pen outside, and then I can cut with my scissors. So in that way, when I position this under, it will show the color, and it will have a little border around so you don't see the background on that one, right? So that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do it that way. And I have this one will be a full one on this on a pattern. Now this one will be a full one in a pattern, and then the other one will overlap. All right, so I'm gonna cut this heart, and I'll come back and I'll join you again in a second. So I have all my hearts pre-cut in the different colors, and I trimmed just a little bit on either side, enough to show a small border of my main cardstock. And then I'm going to start positioning my hearts in here. Now, I think I'm going to do some dimensions, but I don't want to have a big thing. So I'm using something that from time to time I use just to add a little bit of dimension, not that much. So this is everything that we're gonna get, just a little bit. And at the same time, this is, yep, that's like the styrofoam that I get. Actually, this is from when you buy the moving packaging for your China, they come like envelopes to put the plates, the cups and things. This is what it is, and it comes in different thickness, and this one is really I don't think I can measure that one. What is will be maybe in like 2 millimeters or something like that, really thin. So I'm just gonna draw my hearts in here, and then I'm gonna go back to my machine, and then I'm adding. So I just want to have an idea where these hearts are positioned. You can also use your scissors and cut them, and you know that you'll be cutting outside. And I'm not touching the cardstock because I don't want the ink to get on the paper. So I'm going to go back to my machine and I'm going to cut these hearts, and I'll come back to finish this card. Okay, so here is, I cut this piece in here. I just have to line up everything. I made a marks in here so I can trim. I'm going to do that first, and then I'm going to glue this part on top so I can position the hearts underneath. So I'm going to glue this card. All right. Okay. Oh, I guess my glue is clogged. Good thing that I have another one. Back up. And then I'm just going to go around the heart. And that's just to glue the styrofoam. Very easy to move around. I have to trim that little piece in there. All right. And that's again just so I can create a little bit of dimension, but not too much. Yes, you can use the foam tape. I just don't have one that is that thin. All right, so now I'm just gonna position this, align this the best I can, and then start setting up the hearts. Now let's see the way that I'm gonna put them in here, just so I don't repeat the. So this is gonna be on one of these ones, okay, and then okay, so I might do this one in here. No, this one in here, right? This one in here. Oh, I do have two of the same. Okay, that's how this is gonna go. Yep. So that's the order. But they're gonna go under. And that's the hardest part in here. So the hearts are a little larger than the hole. So the most difficult ones are going to be these two in here, because I need to align the one that is going to go on top. It needs to align with the one with the shape. But for these two in here, these three in here, I think I can go with my technique of making the marks with the pen. And even for the others. It's just that in this case in here, I want the red one to be on top, so this one is going to be on the bottom. And then this is going to be the red one. And there we go, like this, okay. And this one will go on the bottom. I'm putting the mark on the one that is going in the bottom. So I can position my hearts. And now I can actually glue them in here. At least this one's in here. Right? And then this one will be on the bottom. This one is going to be on the bottom. And this one will go on top. So let me start with this ones. And I cut them larger than the shape you can see on the back. And then in this case in here, I want yeah, this one like that. Yep. And then this one will be on this side, and it will be on the bottom, and this one will be on the top. And that's the heart, this one, and then this one will be on the bottom. Oh, so far so good, yeah. And then I just have to position the one that is going on top. Like I said, the hardest part of this one is that it needs to align with the shape as the heart is coming this way, and it cut out and it cuts right in here. All right, so this one comes first. And if I do it fast, and if I have to move it a little bit, I can move it a little bit. Yeah, it's fine, because that piece is from the red one. Okay, and then this one will go right in here and align with this shape in here. Okay, let's glue this one in here. Let's put some glue in here, and we got this one. Yes. Right. A little more glue in the back in here. Okay. And I just have to put my sentiment in here. I have it ready. Let me bring it. Right, so let me just show you what I have as a message in here. I got life is better with you. After all, this is a Valentine card. And I'm gonna position that in there. And to decorate the card, I have cut some hearts, little hearts, and a little star. And I'm gonna position them around. Now let's, I have this one on a piece of foam tape. And I have my card pre-cut in here. Let's see where I put that. Have it in here. So this will go in here. I just wanted that little border around of the pink to show. Exactly the same size, I hope so. And let's remove this in here. I want this to be right on the border. And it's okay if it's a little bit of the heart in here. I need to make sure that it's straight. I'm not that good at that. So I do have a one of these T-square for that, because I can never get it exactly the way that it's supposed to. Yep. All right. So now I can press that in there. And let's put some extra decorations in here. I have, what I did is that I cut from the same pieces in here. And I have a bunch of them, so I can have them all over. So let's mix them up a little. That'll be nice in there. Or maybe, no, that's not enough room for that. I'm gonna add this one. I do have another one in here that it is from that one, so I think I'm gonna use this one in here. Yep, these two in here. All right, kind of like it like that. I do have more if I want to. For now, that's for me is okay. All right, so let's, and yeah, this is a wax crayon. I use a lot of my watercolor material. So let's put this one first. Should have enough. All right. And then these two. Oops. I wanted that one to have that kind of an angle in there. That's the good thing about this. In here, you can also use it to clean the glue. I do have some little stars that they look very, kind of, it breaks it in a little bit. Because we have a lot of hearts. But then all my stars, all the stars that I cut were yellow, except for this one. That is almost yellow. Okay. Let's add another star in here, near the sentiment in here. That's too much now. Okay. I like it like that. Yeah. So here is the card. It's just a bunch of cut out hearts, different background, different colors underneath. Life is better with you. That's a sentiment from Gina K. And then some extra hearts and stars for decorating the card. Right, so I hope you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.